Fertilizer versus fertility. Good morning, everyone. This is Matt Long with your Easy Agronomy voice memo for Tuesday, November 12th. There is a vast difference between fertilizer and fertility, and it is important that we understand and manage our crop inputs to achieve efficient use of fertilizer while maintaining or building the fertility of our soils. First, let's look at the difference. Fertilizer is the product that we apply to the soil or crop to achieve our desired yield. Fertility, on the other hand, is the level or balance between the levels of nutrients held in the soil. Fertilizer is important and can be one of the largest expenses in crop production. Fertility is priceless, and while applications of fertilizer can over time help you improve your soil fertility, fertilizer cannot substitute for fertility. One of the reasons I am sharing this information with you today is that I fear, with a high level of confidence, that some, if not all of us, do not understand the difference, and because our lack of knowledge and understanding is likely undermining our ability to consistently achieve our desired yields. Another reason I'm sharing this today is because over the past few years, our area has been blessed with good or even excellent yields. And good and excellent yields take massive amounts of soil nutrients with them when they are harvested, whether we applied enough fertilizer or not. Think about it. If you applied, say, 60 pounds of nitrogen on a field, experts would say you could yield around 60 to 80 bushels per acre. But occasionally, when conditions are right, you yield 100 or 120 or even 150 bushels. Was your fertilizer or crop simply 2 to 3 times more efficient? Or did your soil provide extra fertility to your crop to gain you that extra yield? Likely the latter. And don't forget, there's a cost to that extra efficiency. It's not immediate and it's not monetary at first, but continually growing crops far greater than your fertilizer plan will support will eventually degrade or cause imbalances within your soil that will only continue to compound and create variability in your yields for years to come. So how do we fertilize for success? In the short term, there are really two options. The first, fertilize to a yield goal, and the second, fertilize based on replacement of crop removal. Either of these requires a computation of needed pounds of nutrients applied to your field, that first based on a soil test, and the second based on previous yields. At a minimum, putting back into the soil what you take out at harvest will help you maintain current soil fertility levels. For longer-term success, complete soil testing to analyze the balance of nutrients found in your soil. Then work to bring your soil into balance over time. A well-balanced soil works as a conduit for all the needs of the crop, namely supporting the crop by accumulating and releasing water and nutrients based on crop needs. A couple quick excerpts from Hands-on Agronomy by Neil Kinsey before I leave you to your analysis and computations. From Chapter 8 on potassium, I quote, "Every field has something limiting its yield. It may be the seed, but generally the field is limited by fertility long before anything else services," end quote. And later, I quote, "Cutting back on needed fertilization won't ever save you money, but cutting back on needed fertilization will eventually decrease soil fertility, which can lower yields, potential income, and crop resistance to drought, disease, and insects," end quote. Take time now to make your fertilizer plans for next spring, and remember to include both the crop's fertilizer needs as well as your soil's fertility. That's all for today. I'm Matt Long, helping you farm differently.